I want to show you how to get more homeowners to say yes to hiring you by switching up how you approach the sale. Check it out. Hey, this is Logan Shinholster with Contractor Growth Network, and today this is kind of a higher level concept to think about. I'm a huge fan of sales. I love marketing. Sales is really my jam with everything. So everything that we do here at CGN, it's all very sales focused. Yes, we do marketing, but at the end of the day, if you get a lead and you don't know how to close that lead, then marketing just becomes an expense. And the goal is to do the opposite, where you can leverage a lot of your marketing so the sale becomes so easy that it's less of a sale and more of you taking orders. Now, what I'm talking about today is something called micro commitments. People want to be guided. Homeowners want to be guided. They want to feel like they're in control. Like, nobody naturally likes to be told what to do, but if we can guide them in a direction where they get to kind of choose their own path, but it's really us choosing it for them, they're more likely to move forward. The concept of micro commitments is where we get these homeowners and potential customers to continuously take small actions and do small commitments that progress the sale. Because not everybody that calls you up or starts to research your company is ready to move forward today, right? A lot of people that are calling you are most likely somewhere, in like the information gathering stage, and maybe a lot of them are like looking to actually hire somebody. But if you think about the grand scheme of things of what percentage, let's just say for example, like kitchen remodeling, what percentage of people when they're looking to remodel their kitchen are actually looking to hire a company versus what percent are effectively, just like researching the trends, what it costs, things like that. And you're gonna find that more people are just getting information. So the faster that we can get in front of those people, so that we're not just capturing them when they're ready to buy, we're actually getting in front of them earlier on in the stages where they're like learning more about it. The more that we can get our brand out there, the easier it is to move the needle forward. We want to get them to do micro commitments throughout the process. Now, what that could look like is, let's say somebody calls you up, right? And they just have a couple questions about a couple trends of kitchens and this and that. Well, what you can do is, instead of being on the phone with them, talking to them, send them over to your website. Let your website do the heavy lifting for you. All right, or maybe you have a cool, the guide to hiring a landscape contractor. Instead of spending all this time yourself going through it all with them, you can leverage what you've already done and just send it over to them, because what this is gonna do is, one, it saves up your time, two, it makes it really easy on them, and three, you position yourself as the industry leader, right? Think about that. If you are the one producing the guides, the videos, all that stuff, and all you're doing is just pushing them out to people, you're essentially getting them to commit to watching the guide, reading the guide, watching the video, whatever it is, and these small little commitments will start to nurture this relationship, so they will get ready to move forward when the time is right for them. All right, I know in the world of like marketing, let's say you're on like a website or a page, and there's a form there that says fill this out. It used to be, I'm not sure if it's the same way anymore, but it used to be that if there was a button that said, hey, get started, and you click the button, and then a form pops up, because that person's already made a click, they're more likely to then fill out the form versus if they just see the form there, because people want to remain consistent. That's a huge persuasion tactic or persuasion principle, where people want to remain consistent with the actions that they're taking. So if they've already clicked the button once, they're more likely to continue to fill it out. All right, and that's what we're trying to do here. We are trying to get people slowly to continuously take small little actions to get them to the end goal, which is to potentially either hire us or realize that we're not the company for them and they go somewhere else. All right, but by continuously getting them to say yes to little things over and over and over and over and over again, they're more likely to move forward. And this is kind of that principle that you think about or you hear about in sales, where it's, ABC, which is always be closing. They don't actually mean always try to get them to buy right there. It's always get them to say yes and make little micro commitments, right? And I'm not going down that path of like, should you get them to say yes or get them to say no? What I'm talking about is get them to do little things throughout the process that gets them more emotionally invested into you. And the more that you can do that, the better off you're going to be for the actual sale when the time comes. All right, so I hope that helps. Micro commitments are huge, right? Not everybody's just gonna call up with a massive budget and their credit card out ready to hire you. You need to kind of nurture them and getting them to do little things along the way, whether it's get them to go through your website, get them to watch your content, get them to fill out a specific form that you want them to fill out. Whatever that is, those will help progress the sale big time. All right, and if you want to learn more about this stuff, we do this every week. We have a different concept, but we do all this in our private Facebook group. It's free, but you got to request to join it. We'll put the link in the description here. It's called Common Sense Contracting, and we focus on helping you get pre-qualified leads. We focus on having you get fewer objections with homeowners, and the best part is we also focus on higher profits. All right, those are the big three. Common Sense Contracting. It's in the link below. See you guys.